Konami has finally lifted the veil on the new entry into their realistic baseball series, Pro Yakyū Spirits 2024-25. Now, while very little is known about the game as of right now, we're here to break down what we currently know and to let you know what to expect from the game. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Danny from the Famicast here. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. Sound off in the comments down below, and we may read it out on our bi-weekly show called the Famicast. Of course, you can find this preview over on our website, thefamicast.com, in written form. Today, though, we're here to help you set some expectations on what you will likely be seeing in Pro Yakyū Spirits 2024-2025. Before we get started here today properly, while there is some footage from Pro Spirits 2024-25 here that's out there, in this preview I've actually managed to mix in some footage from Pro Spirits 2019 on the PS4 and 2021 on the Switch. I kind of figured it would be a little bit more interesting than just looking at the same 10 seconds of footage cut up in all sorts of different ways over the course of this video. So anyways, just please keep that in mind when you're seeing what's on offer here. As of right now, at the time when I'm making this preview, Konami has yet to reveal exactly what Pro Spirits 2024 and 2025 will offer in terms of modes. Now, regardless, I think most of what will be in the game can be deduced by taking a look at the previous releases. Modes that we can expect outside of Exhibition and Home Run Derby are Pennant, up to 30 years worth of seasons in the game, Yakyū Spirits, Star Player, and Live Scenario. Now for a little bit more explanation on some of these, so in case you're unfamiliar, Yakyū Spirits has appeared in the previous two titles of the game, and this allows fans to play as a high school student on their journey to Japan's storied baseball tournament. Now along the way, you'll increase your skills, build relationships with teammates and the lady folk, and also get checked out by scouts. Now in previous games, this mode was very text heavy, but it did allow for some short mission-based gameplay scenarios. Star Player is pretty similar to Yakyū Spirits, with the main difference being the focus on professional baseball as opposed to high school. Now, taking control of a created or existing player, gamers are tasked with, again, building up skills, chatting with several NPCs, stuff like that. Now, again, like Yakyū Spirits, this is pretty text heavy, but you do have some chances to play through a variety of mission-based sections of the game. Live Scenario, one of my favorite modes from this series and also in Power Pros as well. Now this opens up all the games from the Nippon Pro Baseball season as every team through key moments. These are updated almost on a daily basis. I will say sometimes Konami does take their time on these, especially when it comes to like the Japan series or something, but I digress. But anyway, so it's always really easy to jump in and out of these if you're looking for something short and quick and easy to play. Now, for those of you out there that follow Japanese baseball closely, this mode is absolutely fantastic, and it really helps you relive what happened in Japanese baseball. Now, the only downside is that the scenarios can only be accessed during the year that they happen, perhaps due to licensing with the players and stuff like that. So, like, let's say for 2024, you'll only be able to play 2024 scenarios through 2024. So that's kind of like what it is. Now, while it's entirely possible that Konami could surprise us with some completely new features, modes, or whatever, I think it's safe to say that at the very least, these are some of the modes that you will find in this game. If you've played a Western-developed sports game anytime in the past few decades, you're probably well aware that the companies pump out licensed sports games on a yearly basis. Now, while not always the case, this leads to a lot of very minor updates year after year that make gamers ask whether or not the changes, if any are even there, are worth the money that they're paying. Now, Konami has been doing things a little bit differently for years with their baseball titles with a 2-year release cycle. Now, for those unfamiliar, Spirits and the Power Pro Baseball series have both seen one game released every 2 years for the past several iterations. There have been a couple of missteps here, but anyways, now for gamers, this obviously leads to less of an investment, and also it allows Konami to, basically build up more ideas and different things that they can implement into their games because they're not having to worry about pumping something out year after year. Konami is bringing the heat when it comes to visuals in Pro Spirits 2024-25. On top of their impressive, previously developed 3D laser scanning technology to bring both players and stadiums to life, the company has built a completely new engine, to bring the series to the next level visually. Called the eBaseball engine. This is responsible for bringing all of the sights, sounds, characteristics of professional baseball and stadiums in Japan to life. The company is also using the Unreal Engine to make the game even more realistic with high-fidelity visuals for hair and skin of character models to realistic rain effects for the stadiums and stuff like that. And they haven't confirmed this, but hopefully we'll also see some native 4K support for the game as well. Now, from the limited look that the company has given to gamers, Pro Spirits 2024 really seems to be taking things to the next level visually. Now, not only that, but audio is also seeing some improvements. Now, honestly, I don't quite have the ear for some of these things, but the company is working hard to replicate stadium sounds depending on where the games are taking place. So, like, crowds will sound quite different when you're playing the game, like, let's say in a dome versus playing in an outdoor stadium. They even have a couple of different sound samples on the website that you can check out. I'll put that in the description box below so that you can just hear for yourself, because maybe you're not as much of an idiot about that stuff as I am. Of course, Konami has confirmed that this next-generation baseball title will be available on both PlayStation 5 and PC via Steam. Now, we do not know what kind of specs are necessary to play the game on PC, but just from the look of the game, we can tell that the game looks fantastic, so it'll probably take quite a bit of power to get things looking that good. Now, even with that said, Konami has not shied away from taking the series to systems with lower specs. We saw this in 2019 with the simultaneous PS4 and Vita release of the game, and also with Pro Spirits 2021 Grand Slam, which was exclusively launched on Switch. Now, at this point, if there were going to be a Switch version of the game, I think Konami would have said something by now. With the Switch successor likely arriving sometime in 2025, I think the company would be willing to put the game on that platform alongside of PC and PlayStation 5. I mean, at heart, I think the Pro Baseball Spirits series is all about showcasing what Konami can do technologically, visually, all that type of stuff. Of course, whatever Nintendo is working on will likely be a step back from the PlayStation 5. I think that's just, it goes without saying. But I think not releasing the game on a system like the Switch successor would be a massive mistake. Sure, I mean, things like Steam Deck, they are available in Japan, but handheld gaming, outside of like mobile phones and stuff like that, is almost exclusively synonymous with Nintendo. So I think to kind of ignore this market might be a big misstep by Konami, given the fact that they have been willing to downgrade their games to put it to other platforms, even something like the Vita in 2019. Why? Yeah, we'll just kind of have to wait and see. I mean, obviously, we're a Nintendo channel here, and I like playing sports games on, Nintendo platforms, but I just want more people to be able to play this game. So we'll just kind of have to see how this shakes out. Of course, at this point, more details for Pro Yakyū Spirits will be revealed over the next weeks, months, days, whatever, leading up to the release of the game. But I just wanted to help everyone kind of set their expectations accordingly. Now, some of this might be conjecture on my part, but I think most of what has been discussed in this video seems more likely than not. But let's go ahead and turn things over to you guys. Are you excited about this entry into the Pro Spirits series? Will you be picking it up? What platform? Sound off in the comments down below. We'd love to hear from you. Also, as of right now, I don't have a PS5. Should I buy one just for this? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. If you like what you see, please feel free to drop this one a like. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe. We've got tons of podcasts, video reviews, looks at Japanese exclusives just like this, and a whole lot more. Again, this is Danny from the Famicast. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.